Alright, so today I'm going to show you how to prepare for a fishing trip. So first, you're going to make sure that you have your rod. So here we have the Battle 2 graphite rod. This one basically is good for just like casting it out and catching stuff that's like on top water. And you can also use this like as a bottom fishing rod, just because a lot of amberjack like sit at the bottom of like destroyed like ships or like sunken like ships. So you can drop this down there and like pull it up like really hard and catch amberjacks. For the next rod, this is the Warfare bottom fishing rod right here. This one, all you do is drop it. All you do is drop it underneath the boat, and you'll catch like groupers and snappers and anything that's pretty much sitting at the bottom of the ocean. So definitely need rods when you're packing for a fishing trip. Just depends on what kind of fishing you're doing. Bottom fishing is usually for like deep sea, and then this one you could use for deep sea or just like inshore fishing. So next we have this bucket. This is actually for your bait, which usually you use this like if you're going fishing like on piers or bridges or like jetty fishing or something. But if you have like a boat, you already have like a live bait bucket already built into the boat, so you don't even need this thing. But if you're going like fishing on piers and bridges, you're definitely gonna need that. And this is the bubble box thing. So basically all this does, you just stick it in here when it's full of water and has like your crabs or shrimp or pinfish or something in there, whatever your live bait is. And then you stick the little tube thing in there and flip the switch. You can just hang it on here. And then all it does is like push the water into like the gills of the fish so that they last longer. They don't die as quick. And then when you're going fishing, there's also a lot of like fish that have spikes and jagged edges on them, and some of them are poisonous, so it's good to at least have a pair of gloves on you. Next, you have the tackle box. So always want a tackle box with extra lures and mono ready. So here, like we have, this one's for trolling. You can also stick it to the bottom fishing rod if you want, but all you do is let it sit behind the boat, and it just skips on the top of the water. You can catch tuna and wahoo and barracuda with that. And you have like these for like Spanish mackerel because they shine, and you have finger-sized mullet. Like you just need different lures and jigs for the different fishing that you're doing. All right. So next we have, this is the fish grip. So basically some fish have really jagged gills. They have like a lot of spikes on their gills, and they also have really sharp teeth. Like some of them can just bite your finger clean off. So it's really nice to have the fish grips. So you can just stick it in their mouth and it hooks onto their lips, and then you close it and then you can hold it up so you don't get your finger bit or cut or anything. Extra mono. You always need this stuff, just because if you get broken off or anything, you're gonna get broken off, but you need to put new mono on there. Then we have a cast net right here. This is how you catch live bait. Usually when you're like on a boat, or like you can do it like on a pier, like close like to the rocks and stuff. But you can catch pretty much live bait with this. And then you have your knife. You never know you're gonna need this. And also it's easier to use on a mono just to cut it. And then you have, this is my gerber tool, but pliers, definitely need pliers. Just so you can cut things with it, and you can also, like if you have the little pinch weights or whatever, that's easier to use those. And then last is a first aid kit. You definitely need a first aid kit just in case something does happen, if you get like bit by a fish, or you get cut by a fish, or you get hooked or something, it's always nice to have a first aid kit. And the last thing, I like to have a bag just so you can carry a lot of this stuff with you. You can put the tackle box and the cast net, first aid kit, everything in here. And there's also a little pocket for your knife, and you put like your phone up here and stuff too. Just so you can just wear it on your back and then carry your poles, so you don't have to carry everything separate. But yeah, that's the best way to pack for a fishing trip.